Welcome to Panther Sports, your one-stop shop for all things athletic at High Point University. I'm your host, Travis Woody. The High Point University men's baseball team started off their conference schedule in a strong manner, taking 2 out of the first 3 games before playing in their second series of the season against the Virginia Military Institute. The Panthers hosted the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest University. In the previous engagement, High Point won a nail-biter in extra innings. It was a game full of offense. Last Tuesday's matchup was much different, though. The Panthers displayed solid defense, but they could not put any runs on the board. The Demon Deacons would scratch and claw for 2 hard-earned runs and pull out the victory 2-0. High Point would bounce right back and start a 3-game series at home against the Keydets of the Virginia Military Institute this past Friday. The Panthers would get a fantastic performance from the junior Ryan Retz, who pitched a complete game, allowing only 3 runs on 8 hits. Rett struck out a career-high 8 batters without issuing a single walk. Offensively, the Panthers had 5 players with a multi-hit game: Sal Pizzino, Willie Medina, Ryan Retz, Ryan Rush, and Dane McDermott. McDermott's 2 singles extended his hitting streak to 7 games. The next day, High Point and VMI battled again at Willard Stadium. Although offensively, High Point would struggle to score runs, defensively, the Panthers were just as strong as the night before. High Point's Matt Armstead delivered his second complete game of the season and the second straight complete game by High Point pitchers in the series. Armstead allowed 5 hits and struck out 4 as the Panthers were able to hold on to a few early runs created by Sean Wilson, Mike Mechanowski, and Dane McDermott. 2 runs would be all that Armstead needed. Along with some very strong defense behind him, the Panthers went on to win the game and the series with a score of 2-0. Looking for their first conference sweep, High Point faced off with the Keydets again this past Sunday in what would turn out to be a very thrilling finish. Freshman Joe Goodman picked up the victory for the Panthers, who had to battle from behind to take the win and sweep VMI. With some clutch hitting by Sal Pizzino, Ryan Retz, and David Benofsky, High Point regained the lead in the 6th inning. Benofsky and Retz would both finish the game 2 for 3, and High Point would win Game 3 of the series 5-2. The Panthers are now 5-1 in conference play and 19-11 overall, and they are currently in Charlotte playing the 49ers of UNC Charlotte. Riding a 3-game winning streak, the Lady Panthers lacrosse team hosted the Dolphins of Jacksonville University last Friday. In the first National Lacrosse Conference game of the season, High Point and Jacksonville would battle back and forth nearly all game. Though trailing at halftime, High Point would outscore Jacksonville 13-7 in the second half. Led by Heather Ziccarelli and Alec Perry, who each scored 5 goals, the Lady Panthers would earn a very important 18-12 victory. The win improves High Point to 1-0 in conference play and 7-2 overall. The Lady Panthers will be back in action again next Saturday when they host Presbyterian College at Burt Stadium. Game time is set for 1 p.m. Last Tuesday, the High Point University men's golf team participated in the CNF Bank Intercollegiate Tournament in Williamsburg, Virginia. Out of 29 teams, High Point finished 9th with a total combined score of 891 strokes. Senior Curtis Brotherton led the Panthers by shooting a 1/72. When Panther Sports returns, we will be chatting with Grier Bennett of the High Point University women's golf team. We'll be right back.
At High Point University, every student receives an extraordinary education in an inspiring environment with caring people. Cutting-edge academic programs are matched with state-of-the-art living. The transformation of this institution has tripled its size, and it has attracted national attention. Students learn and live in a beautiful 300-acre campus. That's High Point University. Extraordinary.
Welcome back to Panther Sports. With me now is High Point golfer Grier Bennett. Hello, Grier. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing very well. So, this is one thing we like to do with our show. We get to have the athletes come on and we get to learn a little bit more about you as a person. So give us a little bit of information. Who is Grier Bennett on the inside, away from golf? Who is Grier?
Away from golf. Well, one major point is I'm from Arkansas. That usually shocks people.
Yeah.
I don't know many people here from Arkansas.
I don't either.
I think there's 2 or 3 of us possibly. So I'm a huge Razorback fan.
Okay.
So go Hogs.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm an only child, no brothers and sisters. So I'm lonely. My parents had a hard time, I think, letting me go so far away from home.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
So how did you hear about High Point? Were you recruited for golf, or did you come for the school first?
It was for golf. The guy that gives me lessons at home knows the men's golf coach, his son, and so I made a connection, and I met Coach Flesher, which is our coach, and she's such a great lady, and I saw campus, and I fell in love, and couldn't imagine going anywhere else.
Well, it seems to happen a
Yeah.
lot, actually.
Yeah.
So obviously you come to school to get an education. So what are you studying while you're here?
I actually changed my major yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was a exercise science major. I was planning on doing physical therapy, but I just changed it to nonprofit leadership and management. I want to do something like in the mission field of some sort, like Red Cross or something along those lines.
Okay. I was about to ask what were the plans with that outside of college.
Hopefully something international would be great. I've been to Haiti a couple times, and that's kind of my life path, I think, and so that would be ideal for
Takes
me.
a strong and special person to want to dedicate their life to something like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you get your start in golf? Were you like raised on the driving range with a putter in hand when you were like 2?
I wasn't. That wasn't really me. My family, a lot of my family plays golf. My cousin is actually an assistant pro at a golf club, and my dad plays, and my uncle plays, and my whole family plays. But basketball was more my sport when I was younger. I'm from Arkansas, and basketball is like king there, and so that's what I played. But golf's a great sport, and it'll take you places.
So when do you think you started? Was it like a thing in school? Did you play for a school team?
I did play for the school team. It probably started in middle school. I was probably 7th or 8th grade, and so which is kind of late nowadays. Most girls are starting really early.
Yeah.
So
you almost have to start that early for anything.
Yeah, for any sport.
To want to play at a high level.
Yeah.
So who would your favorite golfer be? Like a pro golfer?
Ooh, Bubba Watson. I really like Bubba Watson. I don't know. I like Tiger still.
Yeah.
I'm still a Tiger fan. So I'm kind of pulling for Tiger in the Masters this week. So.
Yep, it's coming up soon. I've always had a soft spot for Tiger as well. Just I guess I liked his name.
He does have a good name, that's for sure.
That might be one of it. So back to High Point Golf. We have a big tournament coming up with you guys soon. Could you give us a little bit of information about that?
We actually have conference coming up over Easter weekend. We're leaving Sunday, and it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's huge for us. It's our final tournament of the year, and I feel good about it. I think we're coming together at the right time, and we all seem to be playing well. So I have good vibes.
Well, that's awesome. Where is it held?
It is in 96, South Carolina. I have absolutely no 96, South Carolina. I have no idea where that is. It's called the Patriot Golf Club.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, so you said that the team seems to be coming together at a good time. You feel strong, and that you're gonna come out there and put up a good fight for High Point.
I feel like we'll put up some good numbers. We've played a lot better the past couple tournaments. We're slowly dropping down in scores, so it's a gradual process, and it's a work in progress.
It's an interesting sport, golf, because I'm a pretty competitive person, so I've been told. And I think that golf would be too difficult for me because I know that I would just be beating myself up, wanting to beat everybody else, but realizing that I can't do anything to stop them from playing better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's an individual sport, but it's also a team sport. It's kind of weird because you have to play your best, and then everybody else you have to hope that everyone else is playing well, and you have to do your best, and that's all you can do.
All right. Well, one last question: where would your favorite place to play? If you could pick one place to play around, where would you be?
Oh, around here or just
anywhere?
Anywhere. Oh, I'd like to play Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach.
It's on the ocean.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it does. So.
I think that's about all the time we have for this week's edition of Panther Sports. So just join us in next time to keep in touch with all of High Point University athletics. We'll see you then. Good night.